I'm Lauren Green, and you're in the strategy room. While Republican presidential candidates squared off in a fiery debate last night, it will be some time before voters see Democrats go head-to-head. The DNC announced this week that there will be a total of 6 Democratic presidential debates, and the first one is not until October. Here to discuss are Professor Jeanne Zaino from Iona College and T.J. McCormack, former media specialist with Astorino for governor. So welcome to you both.
Thanks.
So, Jeanne, let me begin with you. So what do you think of this Democratic schedule? Because, Hillary Clinton wanted fewer, and the rest of the lineup, they want more.
Absolutely. Like a good front runner, she doesn't want to be out there until she has to. She wants fewer. And interestingly, what the people in the lower tier also want is they want these debates to happen much sooner. Because,
right.
You start in October and you have 6, you're going to be into Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina very, very quickly. So they're not going to get the benefit of the momentum from that. I am a little bit disappointed because I feel like the Democratic Party really owes it to their voters and their constituents to have a real healthy and robust debate. And, October is a little late to start this. So I really wish they at least started them earlier and had more of them. Now, I don't think they need to have, 20, but 6 is a small number.
Yeah. Martin O'Malley, he's really outraged by this, and he's organized debates outside of the schedule, and he wants to get more and to organize them outside of the schedule. And it's all about the money, too, because if they don't get in front of the public and show what they've got, they don't have the contributions.
It's about name recognition for Martin O'Malley. He needs these debates. Again, the voters deserve the debates. And, what's frustrating is, hey, Hillary wants to go run and hide, and here is a very compliant mainstream media that seems to be, we're the only ones talking about, as far as I know, the mainstream media out there more than happy to accommodate her and help her hide and limit her exposure. It's a shame, it's frustrating, and it's more of the same, and not really surprising, because again, it's the mainstreams. We'll see if maybe they do pick it up, because this could be numbers for the media out there who would cover those debates. Maybe they'll push back a little bit.
They don't have a Trump, obviously, which is the star of the show these days.
No.
But I mean, but if Joe Biden gets into the mix, could that change the whole perspective on maybe we should have more debates, or maybe because now
let him start stomping around.
Well, and apparently the DNC has been keeping the Biden camp, of course, informed about what is going on, so he is well aware. I think absolutely. Or if we get somebody like I keep talking about, Bloomberg or somebody who can self-fund, yeah, absolutely. That would make it really interesting. And unfortunately, I'm not so certain that the media is doing this for political reasons as much as I don't think they see these debates as big audience takers. People don't know Lincoln Chafee. They don't know Jim Webb. They know Hillary Clinton. They're not that excited. Bernie Sanders, maybe. But unlike last night's Republican debate, these are not going to be blockbuster, big audience debates. So I don't think they have a lot of incentive.
Well, speaking of last night's debate, I wanted to touch on some of the things that the Democratic candidates were doing during last night's debate. Bernie Sanders was live tweeting his thoughts while Hillary Clinton posed for a selfie with Kim Kardashian. What should candidates do when their opponents are on the stage? I mean, this is something that I think Christie got caught kind of looking down a little bit, and where's the camera kind of thing. Right. What should they be doing, TJ?
Well, first of all, I think what Sanders and Hillary are up to, I think it's a perfect little snapshot of what's going on the other side right now. You've got Bernie engaged, filling halls, and Hillary.
Speaking of that, he's actually going to be speaking at Liberty University in September. That was just announced. I mean, it's like Match Me Gasoline.
Indeed, that will be must-see TV.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely. I have to make your appointment for that. You have to watch that. But a perfect snapshot. There's Hillary, fluffing it up out there, taking selfies with the vapid Hollywood elites, while Bernie, the old socialist, he's engaged with his base. You know what? When is Hillary's team going to wake up and realize that's why he's filling halls and you can't fill a backyard?
Yeah.
I think I was hard pressed to believe what they said when they said she wasn't going to be watching the debate. You couldn't have escaped it.
People were watching
Her people were watching it. So I think that's hard to believe. My feeling is it's fine for a candidate not to live tweet and not to be engaged on that level. I would say just keep it a little bit lower than going and getting a selfie with Kim Kardashian.
Right.
But of course, she was at a fundraiser. And so, those are the kinds of things you do, not only Hillary Clinton, but all of these people, unless they're Donald Trump and they don't have to ask people for money.
Well, you DVR it, you get your people to watch it in case there's something you have to respond to immediately, but otherwise you can just watch it later.
Sure. And her team was responding last night, but she, I guess, was not.
All right, I want to thank you very much, Jeanne Zaino and T.J. McCormack. Lovely, lovely. You want to check out foxnews.com for more on the 2016 presidential race. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.